Hello, I'm Martin, and I do voiceover.
I'm Joe, and I make websites.
And we want to see if we can become business friends with business people in just 5 minutes. It could be the start of an amazing business relationship.
Or it could be a complete and utter waste of time.
Still, it's only 5 minutes.
Start the
Timer.
Hey Joe, tell us, what do you do?
Hi, I'm Jo, as you just said. I help and support parents with children in the early years. And that's mainly I specialise in sleep and sleep support and the potty phase. But I also help parents with the newborn phase as well, if they need that confidence or maybe someone there to help them through those first few weeks as well. So I help in quite a bit areas, but my main thing is sleep and the potty phase that parents go through. So some of the hard stages.
Wow, yeah.
What does the early years go up to?
Well, the early years tends to go up, but with me, I do help. It's a lot shorter than what I do, but I do help those families. I've often helped families up to the age of 10, so from newborn to the age of 10.
Wow.
But early years tends to be sort of around, well, my training and everything was up to the age of 8, but I also have done further training, etc., and worked in schools as well as all the other areas of child care and everything that I've worked in as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's quite a unique thing. I mean, like Martin and I do quite a bit of networking, and I don't know that we've ever met someone who does what you do. So what was the inspiration? How did you get started with that as a business? I
got started with this mainly through a friend of mine because she'd already known I've worked for a long time with children and everything. And I met up with her, and she had her first child, and she had such a hard time after the baby was born. She had postnatal depression, and she had a lot of help. And one of the areas that she had help in was sleep, and she found that was a big factor to her getting herself back on track. And it was her mission to help families in these early years because they are tricky and they're very hard, and sometimes we just need a little bit of extra support and help with them. And so she encouraged me to join her on this, and I've really enjoyed it and been doing it for the last over 6 years, nearly 7 years now. So.
Oh, amazing.
You're probably best placed to answer this question. Do all babies look the same?
I think some people think that, don't they? But no, they don't.
We're in the potty phase with our second one at the moment. If someone was having a real tough time with it, which we're not, it's going fine. But if someone was having a real tough time with it, what's one tip that you could give to the listeners?
I think first of all, you want to make sure you've got the right timing with your child, because if you do it too soon and they're not ready, it makes the whole process hard. And the other aspect is make it fun. You know, we don't want it to be something that they dread doing. We want it to be something they're fun and they're excited about doing. So I would say that would probably be the best. Those two things would probably be the best thing to recommend.
I always have fun going to the toilet, so
and also make it as familiar as possible to them, because it's new to them. It seems obvious to us, but it's really a new thing for them. So we want it to be as familiar as possible. So
I always know when Martin's going to the toilet because I get a text.
Yeah,
you get a text on the toilet. Did you say?
And when Martin's on the toilet, I always get a text, so I know. Given that it's this is quite a different type of business, how do you tend to find clients?
I'm not very good at I did the social media for a good while. I've put it on pause for now, but most of the clients I get are through parents I've had previously, and then they recommend somebody else. And sometimes I often get the same families coming back because maybe they've had the first baby, and then they go into the phase where they're doing the potty thing, and then they have the second baby. And even though they know roughly what to do, they still sometimes want to come back and have that reassurance with everything.
The difference between theory and practice, isn't it?
Yeah, and also every child's different. So you might be acting with one child and the second child's different. So
yeah.
What's your least favourite type of animal?
Least favourite type of animal? Well, that's a hard question, isn't it? I would probably say I'm not a fan of anything creepy crawly, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't mind spiders, but so much. My children are all scared of spiders, but I'm a bit yeah, anything that's sort of, I don't, you know, those bugs that you see around the house. I'm not really a fan of those in the house. So
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So you're a spider saver. You save the spiders and put them out rather than
yeah, I do
straight down the
try.
plugs.
I grew up in Australia, so in England, the spiders
You
are
got nothing to worry about. What's your favourite thing about a flamingo?
flamingo, the pink.
That's a fair, good enough reason.
I think that's the last question, isn't it?
Very much. Lovely.
What do you think? Did we just spark a valuable new business relationship? Or should we have taken a coffee break instead?
Joe's good at that.
We'll be back soon to try to make more business friends. We're very lonely. Do you want to be our friend? Or maybe you could suggest someone we can chat to be friends with them. Drop us an email. friends@5mbf.co.uk.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much, Joe. Yeah, thank you.
No, thank
Enjoyed
you. Been
Hope that
very-
wasn't too.
No, you're very kind on me. Thank you very much.
So we're trying to, like, both of us trying to think of interesting questions on some level of sleep deprivation due to kids. So there you go.
Well, it's been really lovely. Thank you very much.